comedian Jimmy Carr made hostesses at a scandal-hit President's Club bash uncomfortable by going into their dressing room, they claimed. One shocked worker at London's Dorchester Hotel felt the comic, 45, was creepy. A shocked worker told how hostesses at the scandal-hit President's Club felt they were ogled after he entered their dressing room. She recalled, "I kept saying, why does he keep walking through? This is obviously where girls are getting changed. I felt uncomfortable around him and his behavior made me think to myself that it was a bit weird." She even reported the comic to security in a bid to stop him popping into the dressing room at the event which he was hosting. The professional woman, who works for a string of top media companies, said she thought the 45-year-old star was creepy. Her claims come just days after the President's Club charity was forced to close down. It followed allegations that hired hostesses were groped and dually harassed at a men-only fundraising dinner last week attended by high rollers and mega-rich bosses. She recalled that Jimmy Carr suddenly appeared as women got changed at five-star Central London Hotel the Dorchester for the club's annual dinner in 2015. She said, "Jimmy was hosting but came in and out of the changing room. The girls felt that he was ogling them as they got dressed. There was no reason for him to be in there. But it seemed that he was using his power and celebrity status to go wherever he liked. It did feel uncomfortable and a lot of the girls spoke about it." The woman continued, "Lots of other girls felt the same. He was a lot older than all of the girls and I haven't been able to watch him on the TV since." She recalled how 115 hostesses, 5 makeup artists and 2 hairstylists were in an area of the hotel called the Orchid Room, preparing for the event. The room was allocated strictly for the girls and their teams, as well as waitresses. The main event was held to one side, behind a set of double doors. She added, "There were double doors and curtains to stop anyone who wasn't allowed from looking inside the main room and it was guarded by 2 security men. But that didn't stop Jimmy from coming from there into the girls' room. It was clear that no one had told him not to come in. There were other exits Jimmy could have used from where he was rehearsing, rather than into the changing room. I can't recall anyone else coming into the room apart from him. It struck me as a bit odd that he was staying to chat to a couple of the girls, who were excited because he was a celebrity. This appeared to buy him more time in the room, while all the girls were changing and in various states of undress." The woman spoke to security about Carr, who hosts Channel 4 show 8 out of 10 Cats. She said, "I told the guard, please can you stop any men or people who aren't using this room from coming in again. I don't recall if he came in again." She said that Jimmy, who has been in a relationship with partner Caroline Copping since 2001, stayed until the disco at the end of the event. He was seen chatting to some of the girls with fellow guest David Walliams. She added, "But David Walliams never came in the changing room, or any of the other guests. It was just Jimmy who did that." Cops probe star death. Police are treating a Blackadder star as unexplained sex beast. Mumuli assaulted in front of her 2 young children in broad daylight. Attack starved by mum. Harrowing images of SOS note. An adopted girl, 16, starved to by mum. He killed our friends. Teen pals of boys mown down by Audi. Wrestled driver to the ground. Rampant rabbit food. Man buys Asda carrot that looks exactly like a sex toy. I miss my son. Ryanair refused to refund cancer-suffering dad's flight to see son at Xmas. A hostess who also worked at the 2015 event told how later one excitable young woman working there climbed up on a table and flashed at the comedian, who was in the changing room. She said, "One of the hostess girls flashed her bits at him. I think it was her asterisk, but I've got a really bad feeling it might have been more than that. She was drunk, she couldn't even stand up, so the security came and took her down." She also remembered Jimmy Carr entering the girls' area. She said, "There was a backstage bit. We were in like a big room where we were having hair and makeup done and getting ready. It was just meant to be our area. Jimmy would come back into the room and I remember some girls saying, 'He doesn't need to do that,' and asking why he was there. Someone said he just wanted the attention from the girls. He had lots of the girls around him and I had spoken to him as well. But Jimmy didn't seem too bad considering some of the sleazy guests in the main room. The night was full of such horrible men talking about how their wives are ugly or how they don't get satisfied at home. You just come home thinking, that was awful." Carr was not available for comment last night. The hostesses had been selected to work the event mainly based on their looks. The first woman, who worked the event for 3 years, said, "The criteria were always tall, slim, pretty and talkative. The talkative thing was really important and the idea behind that was for the girls to talk to the men at this party and entertain them. This was an odd thing because the job was just to be company for these men, not pouring drinks, no serving. It was just to stand there looking pretty and providing company. Referring to property tycoon Bruce Ritchie, the man behind the charity dinner, she said, Bruce wanted really stunning girls. It was really brutal in the cut-down process of the girls who didn't make it. There were other exits Jimmy could have used. It was a bit weird. Hostess President's Club in the orchid room. The hostesses changed into their identical short black dresses. The woman said, the big thing was red lipstick. It wasn't fashionable, but it was all very much like Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love video, very over the top and tardy. We were told that was what Bruce Ritchie liked. She explained that the after-party for the men was held in a little room off reception. She added, a lot of girls would leave and come back into the orchid room and say, I have to get out of there, they're all really now and I can't deal with it. My reason for doing the job was the sense of camaraderie. I felt it was better to be there, supporting each other and trying to help it. Eventually it got too much. Lots of girls had no idea just how intense the environment would be. The woman described Caroline Dandridge, whose artista agency recruited women to work as hostesses, as very archaic. She added, I felt like she didn't really understand young girls. She would force the girls to wear this bright red lipstick, but didn't wear makeup herself. The woman claimed hostesses were too scared to speak out about men groping and being lewd at the event. Lots of other girls felt the same. It felt uncomfortable. He was a lot older. Hostess President's Club, she said. We were so frightened. We were all complicit because we thought, it's only one night. We had all signed the NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, and the phones were in the bags. We couldn't prove it inappropriate behavior and were scared if we said anything we would be sued. You never got a copy of the NDA, you read it briefly for a second and then it was taken away from you. A source said, I thought Jimmy acted in a thoroughly professional manner that night and seemed impeccably behaved throughout the evening. He was very popular among the audience for his performance. An investment firm has reportedly pulled the plug on a £650 million deal with Bruce Ritchie's residential land group. Canadian company Ivanhoe Cambridge backed out because 52-year-old boss Ritchie was a trustee and co-chair of the President's Club, according to a report in Property Week. Have you got a celeb story? Call 020-7782-4100 or text 0742-372-0250 or email exclusive@the-sun.co.uk.